I was gonna start off with that. And we are live, back again with another podcast. This is episode 20. Can we even consider it another? Because of last time.
Because we're having difficulty. I mean, we're gonna have to skip that one, I guess, and then we'll name it something else, whatever comes out. But was it 22, 23?
I think this was 23.
Yeah, 23.
Ooh, like
Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our Jordan.
Yeah, it's our Jordan number right now. And
So,
it's Jordan. Yeah.
I am your host, Torius, and we are here with
co-host. Y'all can find me on Instagram at Cutler Beats.
Man, that's not what you're supposed to say.
Y'all can find me on Twitch at the Kid Gianni. Man, you already know who it is. They call me Gio, but my name is Gianni. So let's get right into it. And we are here with.
What you guys like?
Yo, it's your boy Austin. I make music as Neptune, but on Instagram it's Austrims. Hit me up for a cut. Fading up.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Montez in the cut.
You already know who this guy is.
Instagram, Slazzy on Instagram, 777 on Instagram.
My dog.
Check me out.
Let's get into this. My dog with the name change, right? Slossy. Who is Slossy?
Slazzy is this like alter ego that I created in the summer, last summer. I created it as like a new like step towards like rebranding myself. Like, I don't want to fully detach from, like, Skatermontez because that's what everyone knows me as. But I want to, like, start slowly detaching myself from that.
That's what I was wondering because I was like, are you, like, everyone knows you as Skatermontez.
I know, yeah.
So
Slazzy's my alter ego.
The thing is, like, for me, I was wondering, like, because you had a lot of followers and stuff. So
I know, yeah.
So you don't mind starting back from, like, zero and stuff?
No.
Not like zero,
not
but.
at all. Because I always feel like at the end of the day, it's just putting in the work and then just socializing on all over the internet, sharing your shit all over the internet and just waiting, like just like racking up and like just putting in the work and just having, like, honestly, like I lost the fun for it. So I started like trying to figure out what I could do to have fun with it again. And like I feel like I found my niche again. So like I'm just trying to do that shit and just like push that, like the videos I'm doing now.
Can you guys be rappers? Because you're a rapper. Gio, you never rap, right?
I got a couple songs out and stuff, but I never like.
You be rapping?
Yeah, bro. You feel me? I did my shit in high school. Everybody knew me for that. But I don't know. Now it's so hard to be a rapper because there's so much shit going on with it. It's not the same how it used to be. But I do think there's still like room for, someone who's talented to go in and make a killing with this shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
For sure.
They're still out there. There's like hella talent out here. I've noticed there's like this one rapper that's just been coming up from Florida. Like, if you guys have heard of him, BLP.
Oh, are you gonna say the Jewish Kodak Black?
Yeah, the Jewish Kodak.
Oh, that's
his Kodak.
That's his name.
Yeah, if you hear his music, bro, his lyrics and like his wordplay and the vocabulary he uses is just so interesting. It's like, damn, they're still out here, yo.
I gotta
it's
tap
not just
in.
some meme shit or like some like whatever shit, but it's like, oh shit, the wordplay and the whole like, just like someone who actually uses like interesting vocabulary. So it's like, yo.
Right. I thought he just looked funny, to be honest.
He's funny, yeah. His look is funny, but like then you listen to his music, you're able to dissect like every lyric and shit. Like just like you're able to like just be like, oh shit, like metaphors, so much metaphors and shit. And it's like, yo, it's interesting.
You guys think the
wait, my bad, bro.
Not go ahead.
All right, but I didn't get to tell you guys this, but when we talk, make sure you're like kissing the mic.
Okay, yeah.
All right, what are you gonna say, Joe?
But yeah, do you guys feel like the Florida scene will ever surpass what it was in 2016? And if so, do you think it could like, be better than that? You think we'll have like a 2024, 2025 or some shit?
I think it's very possible, bro. I mean, there's always a lot of talent to be like discovered. You know what I mean? And, as some people blow up, that still leaves room for other people to continue to make it. And that, you know what I mean? Like, we're all at a good level now, but who knows? Any of us could be like that next big thing out here.
Bro, it was such a crazy scene. You got to think of how many artists were really coming out of Florida at that time. There was like so 6-7 names you could instantly name just thinking about it.
All
of mine are going crazy. And you would see like one of them at a show, you'd see another one at the show, and they're like the energy was just matched. It's crazy.
Energy was just all over the place.
Danny, you saw Ski Mask the other day at a show randomly.
That show that I was at.
I was mad. I was like, damn.
Dude, I wasn't expecting that. Like nobody knew he was.
How'd you see him?
He just popped out like to this event that was for like this artist that had passed away like 4 years ago.
Damn.
So they throw an
Was it
event for him
Awful?
every year. Yeah, like a festival, like Awful's World.
Oh,
And
okay.
then,
Were you cool with him?
I was never cool with him like that. Like, I never talked to him or anything. Like, I never met him in person. But like, he would always watch my videos and like rock like my clothes and shit, like my brand. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like some of his, he had like my logo on his artwork and shit.
Oh,
like
for real?
his music. Yeah, like
That's
the Coffin
fire.
Club logo and shit like that. So he would fuck with my brand. I just didn't know him till he like after he passed away. But he seemed cool, like really cool.
Who are you guys? Austin, were you trying to say something?
Nah, I do fuck with the Coffin Club brand though. Like I like it's cool to meet you because I have seen it around so
Oh,
much,
shit,
bro.
okay,
Like
that's
it's
what's up.
a very dope like logo.
I like how Danny wears all his own clothes.
Nah, I always like wearing my own
That's
clothes.
real.
Just comfy. Like, this hoodie's comfy as fuck. So just like this is one of my favorite hoodies to wear, just to like be out in the crib or some shit.
Who? Now I was gonna say Danny inspires me because like you like fit it out with your like with your own brand and stuff.
That's fire. Where can people find your clothes at?
They can find it on Instagram at CoffinX Club or online coffinclub.online.
It's nice. Y'all go check that out. Make sure you go
Yeah.
get some merch, man. The shit. Y'all see him dripped out, man.
Merch.
Yeah,
Merch
merch.
on the
Who are you guys' favorite Florida artists?
I feel like Ski is definitely up there. XXX, rest in peace, bro. Kodak, you know.
Now you
Those
can
guys are
you
raw,
can only
bro.
pick Kodak or X.
You could only
X.
pick Kodak or Lil Pump.
Oh yeah, no problem.
What about Space Ghost Perp?
Oh yeah.
Stop
Funny,
playing.
He was my favorite artist at the time. Though. Not-
Yeah, you're biased, buddy.
Did you guys fuck with
That's what
Space
you-
Ghost Spirit for real?
Look, I never really got into his music, bro. But like back when ASAP was first popping off and he started like making music with Space Ghost, like I really fucked with him and his vibe. But then ASAP, you know, kind of they did their thing. They separated, and I fucked with ASAP more. I never met Space Ghost, you know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, ASAP Rocky was the artist that I fuck with more. So
Yeah.
that's just where like my alliance lined up. But
I mean, he was like public enemy #1 here in Florida.
He's over.
Nah, his name was going crazy at one point in time.
He
You
still
guys-
pops out every now and then on like Periscope Live and just talks shit about like some new artists. Like, hey, have you seen it recently? Like, there's been posts about him talking shit about Yeet.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like just talking shit about Yeet. calling
consider him,
a
like,
yeast infection?
Washed
Damn.
up. That's terrible.
Yo,
He's-
what?
I mean, I feel
Bro,
like
still
every
salty about like his life not going the way it wanted.
I think so. And low key, it's part due to ASAP, right? I mean, I feel like he was on a good up.
No, it was
and
just-
then
I
I
feel
don't
like he
know.
could have
What
kept
do you
doing his
think?
own thing, but he was just too much of a
yeah, it was his own fault.
like it's his own fault. Like he just
Right.
kept like he would have like relationships with people and then like cut them off or like burn that bridge down every single time. That's like a at least bad habit.
Definitely.
The thing about like, all right, so I honestly feel like we can never have like another X or like Ski Mask because the thing is, bro, so, you know, like what I noticed from like me and Danny's come up and stuff, it was like in that during that era there was like some type of like magic, right? In that
It was
in
some
the air.
magic, bro. It was felt from everyone.
Not even just you and I. Like
you really tapped in. You felt that magic.
like yeah, because Austin was rapping too, and you know his shit was doing bigger numbers than like everyone else in our area, right? Like most of like Miami.
And I don't understand how. It was just the SoundCloud magic, bro.
Yeah.
SoundCloud was really, really a big thing back
That's
then.
crazy.
Bro.
It poses a question like, was it the people or was there like a wave of energy in the air?
Nah, he dropped a song
true,
and it
bro.
had like 60K on the first day.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Florida had a moment for sure. Where it came from, who fucking knows?
It's like right when the spotlight was on us, like everyone just felt that shit and wanted to do the most.
Yeah.
Like during that like whole like scene.
And it felt like Florida didn't have like a true spot until then.
It
You know,
did,
like
bro.
we had like what Trick Daddy and Pitbull, Rick Ross, like these people that would pop
DJ
up
Khaled.
periodically. You know, yeah, DJ.
But they
We the
weren't like
best.
part of
Woo.
like. I just felt like they were too older to be like understandable, like the new artists when they were coming up at our age and shit.
They
Yeah.
were like Danny.
True.
They were like Danny's scene. You're like the goth scene.
Huh?
You like all the goth music.
Yeah.
They were,
I do,
like,
I do
Trick
that.
Daddy's
I was so I'm not into it anymore, but I was so into it, like peeping and
Oh, like all your friends.
I fuck
All
with
your
you.
friends were like like Gio and all them. Like
Oh yeah.
they were all like all the goth kids.
Yeah.
That I was gonna ask. Oh, nah. Do you guys feel like that's like, I don't know if you guys hang out with each other anymore.
Nah.
Yeah. But do you
Shout
guys
out
feel
Gio,
like
though.
do you guys feel like it's like cringy, the new artists that try to be like X and Ski, you know? That's why I was
A little
bit, because that's why I was saying, you know, like there won't be another like time in Florida, like South, because it's like that's like a one in a lifetime. Because Florida isn't Chicago, Florida isn't Atlanta. You know, it's like X, Ski, Lil Pump, Smoke Perp. They came out, and they had like some. They were what was it that like, you know, because they're not like Young Thug and like Gucci and Migos.
They weren't fully musically talented. Maybe Smoke Perp was, but the thing about him was that he just kept fucking up his like.
What I mean is like his face.
He did
like his
he got
image
beat up by
type.
Russ's people.
No, because I tatted his face.
Oh yeah. But it's just that killed
wild.
like the whole like vibe around him being like this like persona he was trying to like.
No, I also though I think people don't take into account like, all right, you see the streaming and shit, you see the numbers, but sometimes people don't go to the shows and see like the real what's really happening. So I feel like a lot of that shit, if you're just looking at the numbers like, damn, it's happening all so fast. But if you were at these shows and you seen like what was really going on, it's like there was high energy at them shit.
You know what I realized just now? I realized, you know, what I was trying to say is that like Atlanta and Chicago, they have like a factory of like rappers. But Florida, they had like a business of rappers where it's like X was on the top. He's like the CEO, and then it's like everyone else was on like members only was like the boss, like the worker, like the pyramid, the district manager. So it's like they didn't create the factory of like, oh, here's another like other art. Even though they were trying to put other people on, it was like all that energy was focused on. That's why they're so big. That's why. Yeah.
Let me stop before I get some motherfuckers mad at me.
Oh my god.
Listen,
we gotta stay underground with this podcast.
nah, X paved the way for a lot of shit though, bro. And a lot of his friends, they wouldn't have had the life they had now had it not been for X.
You guys think the underground is like still a thing?
Yeah.
Like is it does it really exist?
I feel like it's
at
hated
this
on.
point, I don't feel like there's an underground. Like I don't know, bro. Like everyone gets once they pop, they're not really underground. They're just like Instagram famous type shit.
I feel like it's because of the time, like because of
It is because of the time, bro.
like 20.
They blow up and they're already like getting a music video by like Cole Bennett, and then they're like already famous.
Look, in 2016, you could look up how to become.
There's no like seasoning or like they're not being.
Now, like in 2016, you could look up how to get Instagram followers, right? And you can actually get Instagram followers. But now it's like so saturated. It's like everyone wants to be Instagram famous. That it's like that shit doesn't work anymore. Mm-hmm. So it's like it was working back then when it was more like a wild, wild west. But now it's like okay, it's like everyone's doing the same stuff. So it's like it's a different market. Like social media isn't the same. So the artist coming out isn't the same.
Yeah.
It's true. Like back in the day, it was more focused like on pictures. I think like everybody was posting their pictures, posting their drip and shit. But like if you was out here like pioneering on videos and like fucking funny ass content, then that's how you were popping up. Like he was just watching a Lil Pump TikTok right now, like before the podcast, and like I follow Lil Pump, so I know like he's one of those people who have really like taking advantage of like the content posting, bro.
Exactly.
Now you know what's the worst? The worst is like when the artist is like, "Oh, my manager said I have to start posting TikTok, so here's a tick." Like that's like the worst thing, bro. It's like it's like that pity promotion. It's like, man,
you see the weird ass John Cena advertising shit where he's talking in like Mandarin. He's like, being chilling. I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, he's talking about ice cream in Mandarin. And everybody's like, where the fuck did John Cena learn how to speak Mandarin from? But he's on there and he's making videos and shit like fluent.
You sure it was in chat on GPT?
No, I promise. This is John Cena. He's talking this shit, bro. They even talk about it on JRE and they're like laughing at him. Like, where the fuck did he get this shit from? But I mean, hey, props to him, bro, for learning the language.
How do you know that was John Cena and not, you know, it could be anyone?
I mean, I didn't see him, you know. It was just the audio, bro. The video, there was nobody there. But yeah, I think it was him.
Facts.
Oh shit. Hey, but he's someone who's definitely branded himself, bro. And like I got respect for that. Like the other day my little nephews was watching Surf's Up 2, which I didn't even know existed, bro. And John Cena was in that bitch, bro.
That's crazy.
What the hell? like not as a person, which is even weirder. He was the voice of a penguin that was dressed like him.
Yo, that's funny.
With the camo shorts, with the fucking armbands, the no, you can't see me shit.
That's fire. Y'all see him in Fast Furious 9?
Nah, I was just about to say
Oh, my bad.
that was my favorite movie that he was in.
Bro, that shit was so cool. Listen, it was so corny that it was almost good. Like if you watch it as a corny movie, that shit's fucking hilarious.
You know-
but if you watch it trying to take it serious, you're not gonna enjoy it.
Nah, I love all the Fast and Furious movies, bro.
Nah, the first 5 are amazing. After that is like,
It's like Vin Diesel
They're in
holding a
space.
car.
bro. There's a scene in Fast 9 where the car flies off a cliff and a plane with a magnet catches the fucking car and then flies away with the car on the magnet. And I'm like, no, bro, there's
That-
no way.
Yeah, at that moment I had to be like, okay, this is a movie.
Yeah, and then they go to space in that movie, bro.
Bro,
Nah,
it's real life.
You know what I just learned actually from a TikTok. I learned that The Rock, Vin Diesel, and Jason Statham all have a clause in their contracts that say that they can't look weak or lose a fight. And it's so funny because they're all in the same movie, so it's like they can't lose.
They can't lose to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the
By
good guys versus
contract,
the
they're
villains.
protected.
No way.
Yeah. Can you imagine that if you guys are actors, you're like, oh, I can't look weak in this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Damn.
That's kind of dumb though. Like, what if your best film is a script where you lose at
Now,
the
the,
end?
the thing is like when people what people see on the screen is what they figure are
Yeah,
like,
portray you in
real
real
life,
life.
right.
Yeah.
That's why when
But-
Vin Diesel and Dwayne Johnson would go against each other, they would
can't-
never really lose, right? Like,
But it's funny
just
'cause they're-
walk away.
It's hard
They're
to
in the
say that though,
same
brother.
movie.
Look, if you look at what's the movie, Tropic Thunder, Robert Downey Jr. played a black person, so that doesn't mean people are gonna portray him as a black person in real life. You feel me? But
Isn't it crazy how long he went without being canceled?
listen, but there was a period of time, bro, where
Robert
like
Downey Jr.?
things like that could happen. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You never seen Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, I've seen Tropic Thunder.
He was a
He's-
black guy.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, what? This was back in the day, right? When they were-
That happened. That movie
He
dropped in
can
like
get away with shit.
2012.
Remember that?
Yeah. Like, kind of back in the day.
Yeah, kind of back in the day.
Like 10 years ago.
Nah, but shit back then it was just way different. Like there's some people get grandfathered in pretty much. Like if you look at Quentin Tarantino and how many N words, you feel me, drops in his fucking scripts and shit. Like he does not give a fuck, but he was grandfathered in. He had some of the best scripts in the early 90s and he drops a movie now, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's gonna be respected.
We write jokes because we're going to start doing stand-up. And one of my jokes was like, Quentin Tarantino movie, like the script. It's just like the N-word. It's like the whole movie.
Nah, Spike Lee got mad at him for that shit. A bunch of people got mad at him for it, but I mean I think those are all just like people who are too fucking focused on all these labels and shit.
That's true. I mean, but does he actually say it? Because if it was Samuel L. Jackson saying
Nah,
it, like, is it
Quentin-
really a problem?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He has a he wrote the script and the one of the characters in the script is himself and he wrote the N-word in his own character's script.
Yeah,
So
I could see that. As maybe
said, "I
a
can see that."
problem, you know.
but
what I mean?
at the same time he's in the scene with who is it? Samuel L. Jackson. So it's like people are looking at it like, oh, if he's okay with it, then we're okay with it. But
Yeah, well, like-
not a lot of people are okay with it.
The media like writes like society though, you know, because it's like everyone watches. You know what's funny? You know what thought I had this week?
What's going on with this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
come
I lost
on, man.
audio, bro.
No.
It's okay. We'll keep going, bro.
Are you
It,
sure?
it comes in and out, man. I don't know what's up with it.
You just gotta,
Is
yeah, you just gotta keep playing with it.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay, okay.
I was
Perfect.
thinking
Thank you.
this week, like, you know, it's crazy that you know, before we had memes and stuff, our memes were like movies and like TV. Isn't that crazy?
You right.
Like in the 80s and shit.
And we had radio before that.
You were born in the 80s?
No man. like back in the, like, you know, in those times, like the memes, because it's like, you know, you can't, like, our culture now is created off of memes, right? Like
Yeah, I
SpongeBob
know.
and shit.
Like a lot of jokes.
Everything is just
yeah.
memed now. Even Drake is a meme now. He's not
Yeah,
like the Drake you thought 10 years ago. I was like, no.
21.
Like a-
You know, that's one of the topics that I had. Do you guys feel like Drake's music is timeless? Like, for real?
It is, but it's
I
just
think
funny
so.
now.
For real?
It's hard to take him serious, like as a real deal rapper.
So you can listen to Best I Ever Had at any time of the day?
No, bro.
Listen, I think
cannot.
well that's like a whole other question because like is rap timeless? I think all of Drake's singing songs will be timeless, but whether his rap songs will be timeless or not, that depends how far rap goes. Because like maybe 100 years from now, people don't listen to rap, but I feel like people will still listen to Stevie Wonder. People will still listen to all that shit. You feel me? So as long as Drake has singing songs, he'll be good.
No, he'll be straight
Yeah.
for life.
But the reason I asked is because everyone considers Drake like the top rapper, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how is he the top rapper if all he's doing is making songs that like first off aren't like rap, and second off it's like his rap music is kind of dated, as in like if I listen to like like we don't need nothing at all. Yeah. That was like that was an era, like that's in that era. So it's like I wouldn't really listen to it because I'm like, okay, that's not what like now it's like the Yeet era. So it's like shit gotta sound like Yeet.
You gotta also remember his fans are like they grow up with him too.
Yeah, that's true.
Because some artists they don't have that fan base where they want to grow up with the artist. Like let's say like Lil Pump. Like his music still sounds like childish, and it's like
it's the same music that he
music just goes for
made.
that like the children, I guess.
And it's funny, like if you look at like Jay-Z,
even though it's bad.
if you look at someone like Jay-Z, like they still sell out. There's no 13-year-old talking about my favorite rapper is Jay-Z. That shit is not.
True.
It's not. But it's because the fans grow with the artist,
Exactly.
But no, I completely agree.
I'm trying to remember what Danny said. I forgot.
I forgot to.
I feel like that song though that you were talking about with Drake, well, Forever.
Yeah.
I cannot bump it though. Like the other day, I put like just all Drake on shuffle, and that it actually made me mad when it came on.
Sprite commercial.
Yeah, that happened to me today. I was listening to that song with Meek Mill, and it's like Going Bad or something. And I was I don't like this.
There's
song.
certain songs that just overplayed on the radio.
Forgot about it.
He's like,
But Meek Mill has that one song that's gonna forever be like legendary because it's always played at every party.
Oh yeah,
House
Dreams and
Party?
Nightmares.
Dreams and
Whatever that Dreams and
Wet Dreams and Nightmares.
Used to pray for times like this. Nah, then the part his y'all thought I was finished. That shit, everybody
Danny,
goes crazy.
Danny, remember when we went to Rolling Loud, and then Meek Mill was like he
This was 2018.
I think so.
The first time, right?
That was when we went.
The first time I ever went, yeah. When we went.
That was the first time you went?
Yeah, we went 2018, 2019, right? We also went 2019 with Ion. Right?
Wait.
Oh, you were there?
I don't think I was there with no, it
wasn't you.
That's not when we went.
But yeah, you were saying about Rolling Loud?
No, like when they brought Meek Mill, because that's when Meek Mill just got out of prison.
Yeah.
That shit was so lit, because I never heard that song. And then they played Dreams and Nightmares. I'm like, shit.
They play it while he came out, or?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. He probably got a pop when he came out to that shit, bro.
Gucci Man. Yeah, that shit was so beautiful. I was like, damn, that shit's lit.
Nah, remember we were leaving Rolling Loud, and then we heard fucking Travis Scott start performing for the first time in like 2 years. I'm like, Leo, let's go back. And we didn't have no wristbands, bro.
Damn, that shit was 2 years ago.
No, that was last year.
No, he like killed all those kids.
Yeah, no, he couldn't. Bro.
It's too soon still, bro.
But that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, Astro World was like 2-3 years ago.
Loud for the first time.
He performed that Rolling Loud for the first time. But it's crazy, bro. Me and Nick, we got in there and shit. And when we were leaving, he was like, "Oh, let's just get out of here and shit." And it was Future's performance. I'm like, I fuck with Future, but it's Future. Like he performs a lot. I'll catch him some other time. And then while we're walking out here, hold that, let's go. I'm like, no way, bro. I was pissed. I was like, nah, bro. Travis Scott did not just fucking come out to this nigga's performance.
Wasn't it Kanye that brought him out after he's like, Kanye canceled, right?
No, someone brought out Kanye, Lil Durk.
Yeah, someone brought out Kanye at Rolling Loud, but I think that was on Friday. That was we went on Saturday, and then Sunday Kendrick brought out Kodak. That shit was hard.
Who was it? Suicide Boys.
Suicide Boys, yeah. Suicide. It was funny, bro. Getting out of the Kendrick side and seeing the Suicide Boys crowd.
Did you see Kendrick or Suicide?
I went to go see Kendrick because I was with my boy and shit. Bro, and I was like, yo, let's just go see because my boy wanted to see him. Like, cool, let's go.
I had to split with so many
Coming
people.
out of there, bro, you see like the difference in the crowd, bro, of the Kendrick fans. Everybody from the Kendrick side was tired, and everybody from the Suicide Boys fan, they were fucking knocking fences down. They rushed the fence, bro. They were lit. Like they were lit. Like I'm like, yo, I should have went to that fucking show. I know the boys were like turning up, mosh pits, all types of crazy shit.
Yo, Danny, I don't want to get you in trouble. Well, what was your favorite show that you ever snuck into?
I snuck into?
Yeah. My dog's the king of sneaking into like every show. Like Danny just finds a way to like just get in shows.
Is this your inspiration for the sneak-ins?
We would sneak in together.
That's funny as fuck.
For like sneaking in, dude, I'm trying to remember if I ever snuck into a show, bro.
I don't want to incriminate you, but it does.
Because every time if it would be sneaking in, it'd just be like someone getting me in. Like it wouldn't be like sneaking in because every time someone would always get me in. So, did I remember like, fuck? I don't think I've ever snuck in.
Yeah, grab me one, please.
Yeah, I've never snuck into a show. I just get the freebie.
Stop the cap. I play.
That
We
boy
need that
just-
button on here, bro. Do we have it? No, we don't. Yo, we gotta. That's what we're missing, bro. Stop the cap.
Word. Appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
I think I have it. Look, it says the names, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the last one I think is the spot that we had for it, and we never loaded it in.
I wonder
We
if
had
I-
it. Remember, we typed it in the last podcast,
I wonder
and then
if I
they were.
can put it in while we're podcasting.
Do you have it downloaded already? You could probably just load it on the slot.
And I was gonna ask you what you guys. Well, I feel like
Sneaking in.
Yeah. How he's never snuck in officially. He was always let in through the back though.
Always let in, bro. You don't remember? I was always
We
let
just
in. I've never snuck into a show.
no, yeah, we would always like get in. We would just always get in shows like somehow. Like there was always just a way. Like oh yeah, you
Always
guys
a
are-
way, yeah. It was never like, yo, we gotta do this to get in. Like, nah,
Right.
we figured it out every single time.
Have
It's
y'all
not-
ever used like credentials? Have you ever used credentials?
Torius.
He's what do you think?
Now you know it used to be fun. When we would go to like little pump shows and shit, and then like there would be a long ass line of people, and then they'll be like, "Yo, Skatermontez," and they'd be like wanting pictures with Danny and shit.
That's fire.
And we would just like going through the back.
Yeah, dude, those are like the fans who were like in high school and shit. They're all like grown out or like rappers or some shit. Like, I'll see them at my shows, like, yo, like
Yo, it's so funny. I just passed 777 on the bars.
You said what?
We just passed on the bars. It says past 777 right now.
Hell yeah.
Now you know it's funny because most of Danny's fans, well, most of my fans are just Danny's fans because Danny was always putting me in his vlogs. So every time I like meet, anytime I meet like random people that like they know me, they're like, "Oh, I know, I fuck with you because of Montez." I'm like, oh, "Okay,
No, that's fire though, bro. Y'all got a little overlap. That's good.
yeah." I mean, we pretty much started this together, but then Danny wanted to do his own thing.
The podcasting or the interviews?
The interviews. Remember, you're the
But I
first.
never ended up doing my own thing till like years later, though. Remember?
No, you were doing vlogs. I mean,
Yeah, I was doing the vlogs.
I understand. You know, like, you were doing that before.
Yeah.
Well, remember we like started with like ominous, and then we found like we're like, oh, what should we name
Watching
it?
it the other day, the ominous vlog, the podcast, or
Really?
the interview. It was the interview. Yeah, ominous interview.
With slump in
Yeah,
the back.
in the back. It's like on the floor texting like some minor or something.
well, he was a minor too, right?
Hey, he was 18.
I had a reason. What was the reason?
Yo, do you guys know Lil Slump?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I've heard his music before, right? He makes music.
Can
or
we
nah?
talk? Can we talk about Lil Slump?
Yeah,
I don't know what that face was.
you good? Do it. Go for it.
No, I had recently watched your interview with him the other day. I thought it was really funny.
The one on the computer.
Yeah.
Where we were like through the video call.
Bro, that nigga's so funny though.
Yeah, bro. He's a good person to talk to. Like his stories are just crazy. He always has a topic or some shit to talk about.
People like that are always fun to be around. Like they just keep the conversation going.
Yeah, always.
I fuck with
He
that.
always has something new in his head. It's like, bro, what the fuck? And he's just random as fuck.
Yeah, thank you for that, Austin.
How'd y'all feel about making content with that? Or go ahead. You got
No, I just thought I feel like Austin's name should be ostentatious. Whatever you're.
elaborate.
Please, yeah, break that down for us.
So how did X just like come into your head and then like, like awesome oxtail?
No, I was just like, oh, that should be a good name for.
You're gonna say next. Your name should be Danny Licious, bro.
See, I'm always good at making stuff for other people. Like, oh, my name's Gio.
No, paper towels, but emergency.
Where's that towel, bro?
Should you like tilt it? Nah, he hit the clap.
Yeah.
No. Technical difficulty. Nah, but we're good though. It didn't go into anything.
Wow.
Save your equipment, bro.
Yeah, straight up. Do they have any? Let me see the paper. Do they have any plastic covers for the? The fucking.
The
clap,
freaking
man.
Technical difficulty. I mean, as long as it's still working, you know. I'm pretty sure that. All right, we're back. We're back.
Party foul on my end. We are back.
All right. I was gonna make a joke, but I won't say it on the podcast. All right. So what were we talking about?
Before
Prostitution.
Danny Licious.
So I have a topic. So since we were talking about Lil Pump, what do you guys think? Did you guys listen to his new album?
I did a little review on it on TikTok.
For real?
Yeah, the
Alright.
pump rock shit. You know that
What
song?
do you think of it? Of course, man. That shit's all over TikTok because everyone's.
I know. I saw
what
your
you say?
comment on it. It was like, it was a sarcastic video. You know, like I was just playing around. I was like, "Yo, this shit's fire."
Oh, I forgot what I commented on it.
You have to eat through fire emojis in that video.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, I found your comment in some random TikTok like 2 days ago.
Oh, what did I say?
Dude, it was so funny.
Was it
video,
crit?
bro? And you were just agreeing with it. And I was like,
For real? Bro, like for some.
Was it about zodiac signs?
Because I be on TikTok all day and I'm just
no,
like.
it was some other person's TikTok, and I was looking at the comments because I do that every single time I see a TikTok. I read the comments because they're funny, and I always see
Hell
Nick's
yeah.
comments in there. Nick always has a comment for every video.
Hella active.
What's that?
See, I always forget that people can look at it.
Yeah, bro, your comment pops up.
Nah.
So I follow
What's
you.
the worst is like when you post a comment that you think's funny and nobody else likes it, and then your one friend that sees it likes it. You're like, ah, fuck.
No, the worst is when people attack you for your comment. People,
Yeah, for real.
nah, because people be like, oh, you still do 3 interviews and you're like a grown up or some shit, right? I think that was the worst one that made me feel bad. I was like,
Wait,
oh,
That
what
felt
did
like
they say about you?
a personal attack.
yeah, like because some kid was, oh yeah, he's like, oh, you still do street interviews like a high
So you're doing them
schooler.
little podcasts, yo.
No, like because when I go up to people and ask them questions, they're like, oh, you do because I just comment on some shit and some guy said, oh, you do interviews like a high schooler. I'm like, nigga, they do this shit on TV. What you talking about?
Nah, bro. Have you ever been attacked like viciously in the comments?
Always.
He said always. Nah, bro. One time it was bad, bro. There was some black lady. She posted a DM she got, and there was some guys like, "Oh, you're beautiful for a black woman, right?" I was like 17. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck's racist about this?" Like everybody always makes everything about race. But I was just, ignorant. I didn't know. So I'm like, I comment, "What's racist about this, bro?" I had like 80, 90 fucking black people in there. Yo, this fucking cracker, you're Hispanic, you're trying to steal our culture. I'm like,
point, you just
bro,
trolled
I'm just asking a question, dog. Someone could have literally educated me, and that would have been the end of it. No, I got 90 fucking hate comments. I'm like, all right, y'all got it, bro. And then after that, I continued to comment controversial things.
You said that was on Twitter?
Nice.
No, this was on Instagram, bro. Instagram comments.
Let me ask, do you guys use Twitter?
I stopped.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah.
No one really talks on it anymore.
No, but Gio, do you use Twitter?
Yeah,
Here,
yeah.
I actually want to keep this on it just in,
All right,
I
just in
didn't
case,
put
I
this
got
shit in rice. I'm gonna have to get a whole bunch, a big ass bag of rice.
Listen, a big and put the whole thing in.
Yo, I love when people are like when there's like car accident or something, like, oh, put it in rice.
No way.
I have not heard that.
No, they're like,
Something that's like overly fucked up.
yeah, it's like if someone loses their arm and shit, like, oh, put it in rice.
Not gonna help my issue with my car.
But I was gonna ask you guys. All right, so look, so you guys fuck with no jumper?
Yeah, bro.
Pedophile. Not playing. I don't know
did
that
not
whole
know
thing.
that. Whoa. Okay.
I fuck with. We're talking about the content.
Crazy.
I fuck with the content for sure.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say I fuck with him, and then and film everything that he's done, and him and his lady, bro.
Very important
Mad
part of the
respect
culture.
to that. I kind of wish that I had lived his life, just like relationship wise. We're not gonna get into that.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
what?
That shit crazy.
All right, so that's another topic. But the thing is, since we're talking about Twitter, Adam is like under fire right now because of his tweets, right? Like his old tweets. But the thing is,
I hate when people dig up old tweets, bro. People have dug up my old tweets and use
For
it
real?
against me. That shit makes me mad. Yeah,
For real?
I don't like that shit.
Crazy.
see, that's why I deleted my old Twitter. Now I have a new one.
I mean, YouTube.
These are all the shit that I've ever said. You're not gonna catch
They
me.
just disappeared. I was like,
Oh yeah, you gotta
I
follow.
thought I unfollowed you or some shit because I got over your tweets.
Nah, because the thing is, bro. Wait, Danny, you gotta speak closer to the mic.
All right.
The thing is, bro, is like there was an era on Twitter where it's like you had to like say like you had to try to be the most offensive person that you could
Yes,
be.
exactly.
Right?
Right? True was around where you had to say the most provocative shit on Twitter.
Yeah, and it's so crazy how like it was like a competition. Whoever can say the worst stuff.
But Twitter is still like that, bro.
Nope.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible now on both ends of the spectrum because it'll be like someone will post some shit that's like politically incorrect, and then someone will virtual signal you into thinking they're this fucking almighty human being, and then you'll be like a post of someone in a wheelchair, and they'll make the most fucked up joke, and it'll have 1 million likes, and you're like, bro, like what is it? Which side are you guys on? You know what I'm saying? But Twitter is it's both extremes, bro.
But the thing, what I'm saying is like, you know, there was a competition to say the most offensive stuff, and now it's like if you have old like offensive tweets, they dig it up and they use it against you now.
Yeah,
and it's like it was like that's how the culture was back then. That's like if someone's like, oh, you can't post like duck faces, like if like it's like illegal or like the worst thing ever to post a duck face on Instagram. And they dig up your old pictures like, oh, look, this girl, she's making a duck face. It's like, okay, that was what it was back then.
Exactly. Nah, that shit happened so much time. Like with comedians, they, what was it? Kevin Hart, he was gonna be a host of the Grammys, and they're like, hey, you made this joke about smashing a dollhouse on your son's head if you ever found out he was gay. And he's like, that joke was 10 fucking years ago. And then he had to apologize to be the host, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna apologize. And then he ended up fucking apologizing anyway. But that was after he turned down the job.
Now, I didn't send you guys this, but I sent Austin this morning. There was a funny say I received, bro. He's like the two liberal parents.
Oh yeah.
he's like, Mom, Dad, I'm straight, and they're like, are you sure? You're sure you're not just a bottom?
A what?
Like the dude, he has two liberal parents, and they're upset because he's straight instead of like coming out as gay.
Oh wow.
And he's like, she's like, are you sure you don't like Celine Dion?
Whoa.
Get into the touchy parts of this conversation here.
What is the funniest TikToks you guys have seen like this week, or like Instagram Reels, Gio?
Instagram, yeah. I'll be on TikTok. That.
I saw 6ix9ine drunk as fuck at the Marlins Stadium.
Ooh, that was funny.
Yeah, he was talking about like, oh, none of the legends, nobody you see gives money out. I see clips from him.
And also the video of him getting beat.
That was a very sad video to follow.
That shit happened live during the last podcast, like, but we couldn't talk. Well, we talked about it, but it's not gonna come out.
6ix9ine just having his like,
just having fun, bro.
Time, bro.
Just
like,
being regular Takashi, you know.
And all of a sudden he gets beat up, and it's like, damn.
That shit.
Oh no,
bro.
Before we talk about 6ix9ine, Austin, what was the funniest TikTok and reel that you seen this week?
Bro,
was it the Celine Dion?
that one was funny, bro. Did you do the voiceover on that one, bro? Cause it sounded like you, bro. I thought that was it wasn't you. That shit was funny. I was like, damn, bro, that was a good video. That shit was hilarious. But I'm not gonna lie, only in Dade, they always got the funny shit, bro. Respect to them. I always fuck with all the videos that come up. That's how I seen the Takashi one.
Yeah, it was on Only in Dade.
Only in Dade, bro.
Oh, for real?
Definitely.
I had reposted it the minute I saw it on their shit too, like on the 777 page.
Nice.
I don't know if you know this, Nick, but like I ended up getting more views on that video than they did.
Oh, for real?
Because they had like 700K and I ended up getting 1.2 million. I was like, bro, I didn't have the bonus Instagram bonuses thing on. So like I didn't make the rack off of it.
It's always when you don't have it on, they just like magically become like
throw you the thing, the boost.
I still don't have it, which is weird. But I think they did something this month, around March 3rd, where they took off like all new bonus reels. For like if you don't have it yet, like you can't have it anymore.
What was them? If you don't mind answering, what was the most you ever made on like on a bonus reel?
On a what?
On a bonus reel.
No, I still haven't made anything. I would have made 1,000 from that video.
You have it? What about your other reels?
My other reels, like that's the first reel I've ever posted that has like 1 million. But like my other reels, like the most I've had is like 300K or 400K, and then like the regular is like 20K.
And what's the math on like the boost? How much do they pay you per streams or? Okay,
so on Instagram, it's basically like the Instagram reels. You just have to have past 1 million views within a month. So if you make 1 million views, and it could be as many reels as you want, but once they're all like stacked up and you have like 1 million views, at the end of the month, they give you the bonus reel, which is the Instagram bonus, which is $1,000.
Oh, true.
And so far, like I finally reached it, but like I didn't have it on, so I was like
so for every mil, it's 1,000 pretty much.
Yeah,
that's fire.
And you know what people do nowadays? There's some like Instagram pages that I've noticed that they kind of like they they're like a professional Instagram page, like like it's like a regular person that has like more than 10K followers, and then what they do is they collab with like another Instagram page that's like a comedy page or like a meme page or whatever, and then they just start posting reels, like 20 reels in one day, and try to stack up as much views as possible. And it's like, well, that's not even your content at that point. That's like
that's like the dilemma, bro.
Because I do like media content, but that's like because it's like with the rappers and shit. But like that's like your own personal page, and you're doing content that's not even yours. It's like
that's what No Jumper does.
I hate that. It's like no, but Adam doesn't do that. No Jumper doesn't do that either. It's like just a random person on Instagram. Not even random. They have a following, but it's like that's not even like your like. It's not your shit, you know. It's like some other thing.
The thing is, bro, is like that's
they
like,
just do it for money. So I'm like,
that's the dilemma though, because you know, like for me at least,
like it's a hack. You know, it is a hack to make money off.
Yeah,
because you can make money from it. People are doing it, but it's like it kills like your page.
Bro, for me, it's like, you know, I make original content. I only post original content, but at the same time, bro, it's like the shit that like when you repost other people's content, it always does way better, you know?
Yeah.
But it's
and that
it feels fake though. It almost feels like you're cheating, bro. Like
it is though. It
really is.
Fucking Worldstar paid me $50 for a video, a funny video that I had, and it only did like 8,000 views on my page. They posted it. The shit got 800,000 views. So I'm like, fuck, bro. I'm watching the video. It's cool. All my friends are like, yo, you made it to Worldstar, this and that. And then I'm like, yeah, I made $50. I'm feeling all good. And then now we're talking about the numbers. I'm like, damn, they made $1,000 off me pretty much, because 800,000 views is pretty much their bonus, you know?
Yeah.
So
all right. So look, I was watching DJ Academics today. My bad. We're gonna get back to your.
No, I was done.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, like I feel like there's a lot of meme pages out there that be doing that shit, and like I know that I follow one of them, bro, and they're regular memes. You know, they'll get some views, bro. But when they post, you know, when they do that collab thing with like some OnlyFans chick. then it's like all of a sudden they're getting millions of views. And it's like, bro, come on, like that's not you. Like you're a meme page, bro.
I know. It just
how are you getting paid off
image of your brand?
So that's the whole point of having a meme page. Like, I used to make meme pages, but
to make money off that shit eventually.
Yeah, they do really good. The ones that do good are the ones with the girls that are like hot, and then they don't write the at name, so everyone comments. Name,
who's that? Drop the at.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, when you don't,
that's a good way to get comments.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't write the name. So it's like
that's a good comment. Like,
but what I was gonna say is that like I was watching DJ Academics, and he said that Worldstar, like P from QC, was gonna pay him $125,000 to do the news for Worldstar, right? So I want to ask you guys, where do you think that money is coming from that they're gonna pay him $120,000 a year for Worldstar, right? Because it's like, do you think that it's like the advertising?
Oh, they make that money alone, just rappers paying to have their video on the website.
So
yeah,
you know, they have, you got to think they're posting 20, 30 videos a day, maybe even 50 videos a day. And people are paying $200-$300 for those videos to get on there.
How much?
From what I heard, I think it's between $5,000 or $10.
Yeah, I heard the same. I seen a post on Worldstar the other day, and it was a video, and it was kind of blurry. And then someone in the comments was like, "You paid $5K, and they posted your shit blurry." And the guy was like, "Facts."
Yeah, but because I remember it was a big deal. But I mean, how often do you guys still watch music videos?
Hell yeah,
I know that.
What?
Yeah, I love music videos.
Yeah, but
see the new people coming up.
Of course, that's what I just was recently watching a lot of Cole Bennett's videos, bro. Like I fuck with him as a I'm not sure what you call it, a director, a videographer. Yeah. I love his brand, I guess you could say, but like his ideas, bro. He's so creative.
He is.
Nah, he's a young legend, bro. He's definitely doing his shit. And in 10 years, you can only imagine what he's gonna accomplish.
Oh, exactly. He's already doing like festivals and shit in his hometown, Chicago. And like I think that's sick as fuck. It's like not only does he have his videography business, but he also throws like big events.
It's his own festival, right? The Lyrical Lemonade Festival thing.
Sick to see that he can manage to do that and videography on the side.
Nah, you see him, bro. He came up from very small. I watched the video probably like a year ago. He had a whole fucking office. He had rooms in there. He had people working for him.
Now all he needs is
crazy.
his own drink or some shit. Like a
beer.
Why does
he product that he can sell? He did have a Lyrical Lemonade though. Yeah,
he had that job.
Yeah.
But he needs like a consistent
nah, for sure, branding deal with there. So yeah, like milk. Exactly.
So let me ask you guys this, right? So Lyrical Lemonade is like, you know, the pinnacle of rappers trying to get, you know, their music scene.
It's like the new Worldstar.
Yeah, I would really say so.
But I seen a TikTok this week, and it was saying, I don't think it was this week, I think it was last week, but the guy was saying, like, he was a videographer promoting his brand, and he was saying Lyrical Lemonade, they only work with poppin' artists, but we're gonna work with any underground artists. And then all the comments were like, oh, until you get to Lyrical Lemonade status, then you're only gonna work with poppin' artists.
Exactly, because they have the money.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
Do you think that you should get to a point where you like, because they say that if you want to become successful, you have to keep doing what made you successful, right?
Yeah.
So, but there does get to a point where you like, you know, like you become a small fish in a big tank, and it's like you can't, like you gotta do what got you successful. Like for me at least, is like interviewing small rappers, right? You know, that got me to a level of understanding. Okay, if I stay consistent with this, you know, I'll become successful. But at the same time, I would have people telling me like, oh, you just interview anyone can get on here, and people get mad. I would interview their friends, and they're like, oh, they're not even popping, and I'm more popping than them, you know?
I can understand why people would be mad if they're thinking that it's exclusive, but at the same time, you can't just like cater to their needs, because you know you can interview anybody, you know what I mean, and shit, it is your fucking YouTube channel. I don't think anybody should govern who you interview, and you know what I mean. And you've had a lot of very big poppin' interviews on there that I've seen, you know what I mean, and whatever. I think that you should keep doing your thing, bro.
What's your biggest interview?
It's not. I'm not talking about me. I'm just using myself as an example.
In general,
what
right?
is it again? Like, what video do you have that's like the most?
Shout out to Trap Star.
Trap Star?
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
RP.
Damn, rest in peace.
You know what's funny? I was today like on my way here. I was like, damn. You know what's crazy? I actually miss Trap Star right now. Like in that moment, I actually missed him.
No, yeah, like it's been like almost a year now.
Yeah. No, because I don't know if I was as close to him as you guys were, because you know he was, you know, like we were together and stuff, like, you know, always around each other. But you know, like I don't know if we were like I feel like he fucked with me more than I fuck with him, and then there was a time where I was fucking with him more than he was fucking with me. You know?
That's crazy. You actually introduced me to Sad Frosty in LA.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, he's still alive, right?
No, he's dead.
Oh
Yeah, that's why I brought it up, because I was like, damn. Yeah, rest in peace, Sad Frosty. That shit's crazy.
you guys know who he is?
Yeah. I don't know him, but like I've seen him on Instagram.
I thought didn't you react to one of his videos?
No, I never did. I never did.
You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about Icy Narco.
Icy Narco? I react to Icy Narco videos.
For sure.
I remember all the fight videos that would come out. Or was that Skinny from the 9? Yeah, I'm mixing them up. But yeah.
Now, yo, you still fuck with Icy?
No, he's just like doing his own thing now. Like, it's not that I don't fuck with him. Like, I don't talk to him personally, but he's just like chilling, just doing his life shit.
He's
like,
chilling. Icy's chilling.
He's like a kid or something.
Are you serious right now?
He's chilling.
Oh fuck.
You know what's crazy, bro? After Trap passed, I looked at Icy's stories, and I saw he's like talking about like, oh look, I'm coming up now. Like you guys are gonna see different from me and all this stuff.
Icy Narco?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was like, because he hadn't posted in a long ass time. Like he hadn't posted in like months.
Oh yeah, he has a kid. He has to take care of the kid.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Nah.
Oh shit. No, yeah. He's like a dad, so it's like he's always like making sure his like kid's like good. And he's like low key now as fuck, super low key.
Oh damn. Who did you guys think was gonna like really pop off, and then they didn't really like pop off like that?
A little slump. Space Ghost Perp. Ruben Slick.
Ugly God.
Nick Torius.
Nah.
Nah, I'm playing.
I had a reason.
I am. Trap Star.
I think Trap popped off.
He did. He just
He was
didn't
on.
hold the stable like the fame, you know, like when he was there, like he didn't hold on to like the music shit.
Y'all think the baby would have kept getting bigger had he not been
The baby.
quote unquote canceled?
I mean, bro, I feel like once you like a radio smash, like already on like pop, like he was with Dua Lipa and shit. Like, where else can you go past that?
Nah, I feel you. But that's why I'm
But
asking. I feel like he was at such a
probably
pinnacle. Do you feel
could,
like he would have
though, right?
like took it further,
I
or do you
think
think
so.
no matter what, it would have been like kind of over with for him?
And the Baby and Sam Smith collab. It
hell
could have
no.
definitely happened.
The baby Ed Sheeran.
That is the funniest thing I ever
That's
heard,
the
bro.
fuck with Sam Smith, but he just scares me now.
Let's go. Hell no.
You know, I always say this, but me and Gio, we were at Rolling Loud, and I remember the baby was performing.
yeah.
I just felt like beating everyone up.
That was his first time performing
What the
since he said the age shit. That was his first time performing.
Like,
And Nick the whole time was like, "You think he's gonna say something?" I was like, "I don't know, bro."
like
I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah,
the
he's
baby
smart.
fan like came out or something.
No,
It was just such high energy, bro. The baby was up there with his shirt off, sweating and shit.
I had this
people
I
looking at
discovered
you
like
crazy.
the baby fan.
I had this fighting energy. I just wanted to beat someone's ass.
Yo, just get into mosh
Nick will be
pit.
there. He'll be like, "Bro, you see him,
start a
bro? He's
mosh
looking
pit.
at us, bro." I'm like, "Yo,
Hey,
chill,
Like
dog."
that, start a mosh pit.
How do you guys feel about pranks? Like doing pranks?
Love him.
I'm
Yeah.
too old for that.
I love to watch them, bro. That's
Yeah.
definitely one of my like. If you go through my YouTube history, bro, that has to be like my second to last video that I just watched, bro. And I love funny ass pranks, bro. There's so
you
many
get-
good people out there.
Did you get mad if
doing
someone
that.
pranked you in public?
I would be.
Depends on how far they take it, bro.
Really? You wouldn't play along?
I've been pranked, bro.
We're just like serious all the time, but getting pranked as like he's like thinking about like what's going on.
Yeah, that's no, because I don't like anyone talking to me when I'm out in public because I feel like I have ops.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I know I'm picturing you like in like South Beach, like just walking. Like someone's
When I catch
pranking
that
you
chick,
and
it's in
shit.
herself, fool.
Like come up about to prank you and shit. You're just like, yo, stupid op.
I feel like there's people that take it too far though, bro. Like recently, my coworker pranked me. I had rode my bike to work, just like exercise and shit, you know, whatever. And bro, we're all leaving. He leaves before me. Whatever, it's normal shit. I take forever to leave the shop, whatever. And bro, I go out to my bike and the fucking seat is missing, bro. And I'm just like, how the fuck am I gonna get home, dog? There's just a fucking pole here, bro.
You thought that's how you like to ride it, bro.
Bullshit, yo. And so I see him over there by his car, whatever. All my coworkers are over there by their cars. And I go over there with my bike and I'm like, yo, can you fucking believe this, bro? Somebody stole my fucking seat. And they're like, yo, like everybody was like genuinely shocked. Like, damn, bro. Like you would think like this is a good neighborhood. Like that's fucked up. And I see him and he's just looking at me with a straight face. I was like, you stole my fucking seat, didn't you, bro? And then he was like, oh, what are you talking about? I was like, motherfucker, bro. I was genuinely like concerned because it's 6 miles from my crib.
Oh, fuck
Can you
yeah.
imagine 6 miles with no seat, bro? Come on.
Yeah, that stand peg.
You know, it's funny. My homeboy always sends me like gay ass memes.
Yeah,
The transition.
I'm just remembering like the what because he sends me shit like that sometimes. Like it's like the dude takes off the seat and it's like just the thing and the guy's actually putting his ass in it.
I see when it was like, "Oh, you think you know how to fight? Defend this," and it's the guy throwing a setup. I'm like, "No, shot."
What? Yeah, shit like that.
What was the worst like the worst prank that you guys have either done on somebody or someone's done to you?
Well, I just answered mine, I feel.
I don't know if that's the
It's
worst.
on you. I mean, I haven't really been pranked that much, I feel. But I'll let
I was quite the prankster in my
I don't
day.
really prank people either, yo. I don't prank people.
I feel like
the only
you-
prank I do remember is one time like I pranked my cousin because like we were playing like hide and seek or some shit. We were just playing some shit, and like I picked up a stick, and like there was like shit from like a cow.
What?
Yeah. This is like in Mexico and shit. And we were like younger, just playing around with like sticks and like in the dirt and like whatever. I stuck that shit in there. And then basically, like, I handed him the stick, and then, like, I slid it like this. Yeah, he just got shit on.
That's cold.
Yeah, he's hated me ever since.
What about you, Gia?
Oh man, I used to do a lot of like public pranks and shit like that with my friends. We used to watch a lot of fucking Steve and Joe and Baby Scumbag and all those type of
Baby
videos.
Scumbag.
Yeah, Baby Scumbag. Yeah, that's
Isn't
a
he a
fucking.
rapper?
That's a. Oh, I think he started rapping.
Now he does like cooking videos.
Yeah, he does some shit. But bro, he used to be a fucking legend. He was like 12,
He was a
13,
legend,
and he
bro.
would drop prank videos and skate
was a
videos.
legend.
Signed to DGK. Like he used to fucking go. I don't know what happened to him, but I used to watch those videos and then go with my boys and go skate and eat shit in Hialeah and fucking Kendall. And we used to try to replicate those pranks and just walk up to people. Are you my dad? Or I shit myself. Can you help me? Things like that, bro. People would get fucking furious. Some people would laugh. You know, I almost fought a fucking like 40-year-old crackhead one time because I told him he dropped his pocket. And he didn't take kindly to that. Yeah. So
That's one of those phrases I would never expect to start a fight, bro.
yeah, no, but he was so. It's because I had my phone out. I was recording him. I know why he was mad, but it was fucking retarded.
Oh, I feel you. I feel you.
One time I took this girl, like I was working with this girl, and I took her phone because she just left it out, right? And I wanted to like teach her a lesson.
Oh god.
So I just took her phone and I hit it, and I was like, "Oh, I'll help you find it."
That's a terrible fucking prank. Those are like the friends that steal your shit and they're like, bro, nah, for real, let me help you, dog. To their pocket the whole time.
See, I'm not that fucked up, but I feel like I was taking that trauma, putting it on her. No, because it was so funny watching her like have this meltdown because she had like her room, like because she was like living in a
See
dorm.
what he gets a kick out of. It's funny watching her have a meltdown, you know. It's watching her break down, you know.
That she was so calm though, and it was so funny because she's like she was going through all the stages of grief in her head, and then eventually I was like, "Oh look, I found your phone." I'm not fucked up to like steal it. I just like hid it from her.
Dude, that's crazy.
I think that was because I don't be like I don't know how much pranks I be doing, but I think that was the funniest one.
Like
That is a prank.
it wasn't a good one, but it was definitely a prank. You just reminded me though. I
pretty
remember
funny.
in high school, in automotive class, that was the least thing that we were doing in automotive class was like studying mechanics.
Wait, you went
Like,
to Morgan, right?
Yes.
Who was your professor? Please tell me Mr. Hoppy.
I had Mr. Hoppy.
Oh
that
my
crazy
god, that's the
motherfucker.
fucking goat right
But you
there.
guys
Shout out to Mr. Hoppy,
guys are
man.
the same
Yeah,
academy.
bro, I had Mr. Hoppy. I had him for
Yeah.
2 years.
Respect.
He-
Navy
yeah,
shirts.
respect.
But you guys
Fucking
are
out here.
Mexican though. It's so funny.
What the fuck?
Mr. Hoppy. Listen, I had straight Mexican friends in that class, bro. I was so fucking racist to Mexicans in that class, but it's okay.
You could get a haircut.
I get away with it.
In automotive, you could get a fucking blue paw point
Straight
pen
up, bro.
tattoo
Literally,
in
you'd be
automotive.
in the class, your
That
boy
was
walking
the
through,
shit.
yo, that female's at the door for you, bro. You be like, all right, bet. You walk over there, you skip and shit, bro. That class was the best.
when we
Literally the best.
when we were in school, all the Mexicans were in automotive. And they were always hanging out together.
What are you trying to say, Nick?
True.
No, for real.
You're not wrong, but it just feels offensive.
It looked like they were all Crips because
I
they're
got
all
some
wearing
friends who
blue.
are gonna watch this. All right.
It's funny because Danny's Mexican.
And this isn't racist, but with the
Shout out to all my boys in
with the
Homestead,
one
man. Y'all
black
know who you
kid,
rocking.
true.
288
No,
shit.
but that's the
Gang
only
shit.
academy.
It's a
That
gang
was the
shit.
only academy that like everyone hung out together in that academy. You feel me?
There was like very few like tighter groups, bro.
Bro,
Let me
I used to
tell you.
walk around with my homegirl. We used to walk around, right?
Yeah.
And we would just look at everyone in the school. And bro, it's like everyone would just be like random shirt colors. And there would be this one ocean of blue.
Rolling deep, bro.
Bro. They were all just congregated together. And it was only blue shirts, bro. Everyone would have different colored shirts. But then everyone would have blue shirts. They was all blue and they're all
All
Mexican.
navy, bro. All of them with the Dickies and the Converse, bro. Come on.
No, the Cortezes.
Yes,
The Cortez.
and the Cortez.
Nah, they were from Cali now. Come on. Oh shit.
No, but like honestly, so we would all fuck with each other in that class, bro. And I'll never forget that there was this one kid, bro, and he was the one dude who didn't fuck with the Navy gang, and he would always sleep, bro. He would always fall asleep, and I don't know if you guys know what happens when you fall asleep in class, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But you get fucking pranked, dog.
Yeah, always.
We would fucking tie his shoelaces to the desk.
That was,
insane.
Bro, I was gonna say that was the worst. I got straight up bullied at my academy, bro. Like
Bro, freshman year, I just remembered some shit, man.
What
Oh,
happened?
bro, it's just like, oh god, I remember now. Like,
What was it?
I was like leaving school and shit. Like it was like the bell rang and everyone was leaving and shit. And like I had to go take a shit in the bathroom. I was like, bro, I'm gonna just go to the bathroom real quick, take a shit.
Right,
There's
right.
no one. Like people were already leaving, so there's not that many people in the hallways anymore. So I went and take a shit. I think this is like the first or like third week of school and shit. And I was a freshman and shit. So like the minute I get in the bathroom, there's like people around the bathroom and shit. And I was just like I need to take a shit. Like,
Kind of waiting for everyone to leave, right?
Finish slap boxing.
I'm like, fuck, bro, whatever. So like, I go into the stall and I take a shit. And like all of a sudden they're all grouped up around my stall and you just see their legs, like you just see like their shoes, like all just like,
Nah, it's terrible. Nah.
I'm just like, bro, please,
What is
God,
happening?
Like, what is going on?
That's great.
And all
So-
I hear is like yo, take it out. I'm like, fuck,
Nah, what the
What?
Take out. Dude, it was like 5 kids with like 5 Axe sprays and like they just sprayed like from the top of the stall to the bottom.
Just like, yo.
Dude, they were spraying for a minute. I was just there like, and they were shaking like the stall and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck
Nah,
is going on?
what's the worst now, bro, is they have Instagram accounts where they're taking pictures of the kids' shoes and they're posting it to an account. So whoever takes a shit in that school, they'll be like, oh, Robert Morgan, people taking shits. And you go on the account, it's just a bunch of kids. And they're like, oh, I know him. That's the one with the fours.
Yo, so for me, I would always like take off like this TMI, but I would always take off like all my clothes to take a shit. Right?
I don't know the color of my feet.
Like, I can't.
Special kids do.
I can't. That's why I only take shit. Like right now, I only use the bathroom at home. Like I only take shits at home. Like I can't do like I'll dead ass like wait the whole day and just like go home. But whatever. One day, like I was taking a
Fuck your
shit.
stomach up.
I'll say because I would always eat grilled cheeses every night, right? And I'm lactose intolerant, so every single morning I would go to school. I would have like diarrhea.
No way. What the
Every single day, and it's crazy because I would be like, I would be in the car and I'd be like, my stomach's like killing me. Like, fuck, I got.
Did it ever occur to you to stop eating grilled cheeses?
I thought it was I used to drink brisk and eat grilled cheese, and I thought it was the brisk that was making me like. Yeah, I thought it was the iced tea, and I was like, oh damn, I never thought it was the grilled cheese. And I would get in trouble all the time because my teacher, she would always be like, she told my mom, say, oh, Nicholas is always using the bathroom every morning.
Would your stomach cause noises and shit? Like,
I would just like get up and
would
just
get quiet and like all you'd hear is just Nick's stomach.
Nah, it wouldn't be that. But one day I was just taking a shit and I was just like real chilling on the bathroom and shit. And the thing is, it's like, I was
With
like,
no clothes.
yeah, and someone opened the door on me and they walked in and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh fuck. And then they walked out like, oh shit, and then they left. And they were friends with my sister, and they told my sister.
I love how that was your actual, oh fuck.
Yeah,
That's the worst when you're taking a shit and someone walks in and you, like, especially if it's like a public place. That's the fucking worst. Or when you walk in on somebody, bro, like. Oh man.
Danny didn't go to Robert Morgan, so I was gonna ask, did you guys?
I was supposed to go to Robert.
What high school did you go to, bro?
Went to Killian, right?
Killian? Okay.
He went to where Puya went.
Home of Puya and Fat Nick.
Yeah.
Home of
Marcia
the
May,
Soras.
a Bella
The pinche
Dina.
Soras.
I had a dream with Puya and last night. I think I was like, I don't remember. Pause.
Wait, you had
Whoa, sus.
Nah, he was just in it.
You was in.
He was just like in the dream.
I think my brother and my cousin went to high school with Puya and Fat Nick.
So they went to Killian?
Killian. No, they went to they were in Sunset. I think Fat Nick went to
that's not
Sunset.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe for like a year or so.
They transferred to Sunset.
Damn, I believe it. Those were some interesting days. Hey, those guys made it, bro. They're definitely low key Miami legends. If you want to,
they did their
think
thing,
about
though.
it. You know what I mean?
They were part of that like wave.
Respect.
How do you guys feel about Kevin Gates sleeping with a transsexual?
Kevin Gates slept with a tranny.
That's news to me. I knew about Mbappe.
I got this little thing that I do. I put
Was
my
this
hands
recent or,
on
like,
the
back in
battery.
day?
That what?
Was this recent or back in the day?
No, it's like this came out today.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Or at least I heard about it
me.
today.
I mean, shit.
And what was his reasoning? 'Cause I'm sure he's spoken it already.
I don't listen to him, so it's like I can't really like.
True.
Yeah, yo,
Ever since Two Phones, I can't say I've
Two.
listened to him.
Boom.
Man, it used to be legendary on the
Did he
internet.
do it
though.
like because he wanted to, or was it like, yo, he didn't know they were trannies?
A lot of them be
I don't
well
know.
hidden.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You don't know.
Isn't that crazy?
You're at a
You
club
could
or
be
some shit.
fooled.
You know
Y'all
what's
remember
crazy?
that Hennessy
fool.
Marie? You
No.
remember that shit? He said, no, let's not talk about no.
You know what's fun? You know what's crazy? Like whenever I see a girl, I'm like, what is that? Right? And it's like,
What
instead
is that, girl?
What is that?
A woman?
Nah,
What did he say?
Because I feel like that kind of sucks as a dude. As a dude, it's like, why am I thinking, oh, what is that, a girl? Instead of who is that, right? Because I'm thinking, is that a guy or is that a girl? Because I gotta make sure, you know, I don't accidentally go up to.
Because you just
Because I've gone up to some, yeah,
Politically correct.
Yeah.
I've gone up to some girls and they got like beards,
Nah, that's crazy.
but it's like under here, I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
It was funny that you bring that up, bro. I remember one of my thoughts in elementary school is like, because that was the first time that like the discussion was like, all right, these girls are really the girls that are guys that go through this process. You know, they really look like girls. So I started to think, I'm like, damn, like, is that something I'm gonna have to do when I get older? And I think our generation, like my generation, was the first generation that really had to question that. Like, damn, I might end up accidentally fucking with a man one day.
But you guys can tell though, right?
It's so hard now,
I-
bro.
you
Adam's
could
apple
tell,
is like the
yeah.
best bet.
For the most part. If the
And I think even then,
lighting's
can
good.
you
getting scary
certainly remove
nowadays,
your Adam's
though.
apple?
It's true.
it is getting scarier
Yeah.
nowadays.
Would you guys smash Nikita Dragon?
Crazy questions.
I don't know.
All right, would you smash a Nikita Dragon with a dick or a Hulk Hogan with a pussy?
Ew.
I think I'm gonna die.
He has a full mustache, full girl mustache.
Ew, dude. And then what was the other option?
Come here, brother.
Wait, what was the other option?
Come hit this pussy, brother.
Nikita Dragon with a dick.
A dragon?
No, Nikita Dragon.
Nikita Dragon.
Who's Nikila Dragon?
She's like
She's an Instagram model.
But with a dick?
But was once trans though, right?
man.
She is
Pretty sure
trans.
She is,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
Oh,
it was
no.
once.
But she looks like a
I don't even know
girl.
what to
It
say,
was
bro.
once. Does she still have male parts?
I don't know.
Debatable.
Sometimes they keep them. Sometimes they don't want to get rid of them
Where do they keep them? Like,
Did you keep yours?
in their pants.
in their pants.
Instead of like the full. But you know what? I actually wanted to ask you guys this before we go. Who
But
lives?
no one answered though. If I have to answer, I'm gonna have to go with Nikita Dragon.
You're gonna say, oh,
Nah, because let me tell you, because even though Hulk Hogan has a pussy, that's still a man, bro. That's still like
No,
it's Hulk Hogan.
but pussy don't got a face though, right?
it's Mrs. Hogan.
No.
It's you.
That's kidding.
Nah, bro.
So-
If you hit Nikita from the back, you can't see the dick. That's all I'm saying.
I guess
You got a
bottom?
Hell no.
All right. Well, all right. Damn. So who lives worse lives, animals or humans?
There's sometimes where you do feel like being an animal because it's like you don't have to worry about like life shit like work, taxes.
Yeah, I wrote because animals don't pay bills or commit suicide
Yeah.
on purpose.
I used to have a dog or a family dog, and I would look at him sometimes before I went to school, and I'm like, "You lucky piece of shit! You just get to sleep all day and eat."
Literally, my dog is the same way. Just
Yeah.
sleeps in the couch.
What
Just
brought
they
up?
look bored.
Just wait for us to get home to yell to get food.
But the thing is,
bro.
the reason I brought this up is because on my way here, I was about to run over a frog, right? The frog,
Like on purpose?
nah. Well, all right. So that's my point. So the frog's jumping, right? Hop, hop. Where
How
does,
is it?
where does the frog hop to? Literally right under my fucking tire.
Oh fuck!
Right? And it's like the car.
It's like he wanted to die.
Yeah, that's why I wrote this, because it's like the car could have literally gone right over the frog, but the frog stops right under, like right where my tire is about to hit him. So it's like, you know, to be an animal is to be so fucking stupid that you don't understand, like, you know, this car can kill you. So it's like, what is really worse, like to be a human and like be able to understand life?
I wouldn't be a frog though.
Definitely.
Well,
Out of
then-
all animals,
man,
I wanna be the cool
come
animal.
on.
Are you talking about
Like a hawk.
any animal?
You wanna
or
be the
a
biggest bird?
domesticated? The biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. No, are you talking about like a domesticated animal or like a wild animal?
I mean, are domesticated animals any smarter than wild animals?
well, I just said that because like obviously a wild animal probably has it harder. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to deal with
Yeah.
being a part of the food chain. But a domesticated animal is like kind of protected. You know? Well, there is this one video. This lady came home to her cats and a pit bull broke in. And she's like, my cats. And that was just,
Did it eat all the toddlers?
not the toddlers, but the kitty cats were not looking so good.
I saw this meme. It's like it's like Jesus. You know how they said like, oh, stop giving me your hardest battles. But like, oh, you're my strongest soldier. It said, stop. The pit bull said, stop giving me your tastiest toddlers. And he's like, but you're my most hungriest pit bull. I know a lot of people don't think that's funny, but I thought that was fucking funny.
I was on TikTok last night and I saw some guy that, like, it would just popped up on my feed, but he was missing an eye and like this whole part of his face was just fucked up. Like it looked like he got burnt. So I like went through his TikTok videos to try to figure out like what happened to him. And like his first video was basically him explaining that like when he was like 7 or 8, he got attacked by a pit bull, and like the pit bull ate like half of his face as a kid. So I was like, damn, it'd be like that. The toddlers, like the kids, you know.
You know what's funny when you go to someone's
love kids.
When you go to someone's crib and you're like, oh, don't worry, he don't bite, and then the dog's like,
yeah, I gotta watch out.
No, Danny has a good dog. He's on.
I got my Doge.
He's
I'm a
on.
Doge.
Yeah, he's on
Nice.
cryptocurrency. Danny has the crypto dog.
Nah, bro, Bitcoin is
Well invested.
I was like what 28,000 right now. That shit's jumping around.
Would you guys
There's a
still?
lizard there.
Lizards are like domesticated animals' #1 enemy, bro.
He used to catch lizards, eh?
Yeah, first video. I was doing catch a lizard.
Yo, you know what that looks like, bro?
Wow.
You ever watch South Park?
Love dogs.
You guys ever watch South Park?
Hell yeah, I focus South Park. South Park is shit.
You ever seen that episode when they were like doing the news and then like everyone's on lean and then the most highest rated video is like cute animals close up with a fisheye lens.
Yeah, that's how they get their ratings up, right? And they end up beating everybody's ratings.
That's what Danny's dog picture looked like.
It's funny because they were making fun of Anchorman in that episode.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because Anchorman, they do the same thing. They start doing like puppy compilations and shit, and their news ratings go all the way up. And then
Yeah, I
all
didn't
these little bits and stuff that they do in the movie. But that movie's good. It's underrated as fuck. A lot of people don't like Anchorman, but I think if you smoke a joint or a blunt
It's a funny
and then you
movie, yeah,
watch
I
it,
remember
that shit is
seeing it.
fucking
No,
hilarious.
that movie's,
bro.
he kicks the dog over the bridge like Jack Black. kicks the
Oh
dog.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
remember
does.
that.
Oh, so we've all seen Anchorman.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
You know what I want?
Cronenberg needs to go.
I want us all to like watch a movie and we just talk about it on the podcast one day.
Nah, that should be fire.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. Little commentary.
Bro.
I fuck with that.
So for those who watch us religiously, we got a upgrade and a little PC going. We're gonna start streaming soon, and yeah, we're gonna have the angles, all types of cool shit. So forever, whoever's watching, just be expecting a upgrade in quality.
Yeah, we were
Some
gonna
cool
go.
stuff.
We were gonna go live, but that would have taken an extra 2 hours to
Yeah,
set.
we had a lot of technical difficulties today, bro, but we got through it.
Yeah. So, does anyone want anything to plug in before we get skedaddle? I think I'm drunk. I think 2 beers.
Are you at an empty stomach? That should get you. But
I'm gonna McDonald's empty.
shit, man. I think by the time this episode comes out, I'll be
bro.
streaming.
They'll come for
Yeah,
you.
they're coming for you.
I can't go to Wendy's.
What? Wendy's or McDonald's?
Oh man.
Ooh. All right, so look, last night I had Wendy's and then that shit gave me diarrhea. And I went to Target and I was like, fuck, I'm not using the bathroom. I gotta go to my house and be naked.
Take off all my clothes before I take a shit.
It's not easy being you.
It's funny because I was the only one in the McDonald's. I mean, in the Wendy's drive-through, and I was like, I wonder why there's no one here. Now I know.
I can imagine going somewhere with Nick and be like, yo, I gotta take a piss quick. He's like, yeah, I gotta take a shit. You go to the bathroom, but you see those socks on.
No, I would never take a shit in like public bathrooms anymore.
Nah, public bathrooms are terrible, bro.
I literally drive home just to take a shit. Like I'll be like in Fort Lauderdale. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, I got
shit.
traumatized.
Just promise me you won't barefoot a public bathroom, please.
Nah, I
Why are you laughing like that? No,
Wait,
please.
you said barefoot?
No.
Nah, I put paper towels. I put like a trail, right? I'll put a trail of like paper and I'll just walk on the paper.
That's crazy. Nah, bro.
I gotta be relaxed.
Makes himself a floor mat
Honestly-
of toilet paper.
Honestly, because I feel like I have hemorrhoids because I've been on the toilet for like 3 hours watching TikTok. Like just straight up watching TikToks. It's
Bro,
all
but is there nothing more peaceful than being like in the bathroom, bro?
It is. It is.
That's like so fucking peaceful, bro.
That's what I pay rent for. Otherwise, I would just live at my mom's crib.
Sit on my toilet and watch TikToks.
I had to share a room. I had to share a bathroom with my brother, so I couldn't do that too much. But now that I pay rent, I'm like, okay, I can sit in the bathroom all day.
like as I'm looking like for apartments now to move because like my lease is gonna end or whatever, like I feel like that is one of the biggest things that I look for. Like, is the bathroom nice? Like, fuck everything else. I need the bathroom to be on point, bro.
Nah, I was about to move in with my homeboy, and he had like 6 niggas living in one crib, plus
hell
plus his
nah.
wife,
Yo,
and there was only one. There was only one bathroom with a tub with a shower.
No. Yo, hurry up! I gotta leave.
That's I mean, it's good for if you don't want to waste time on TikTok, but other than that,
nah, living with anybody, bro, that shit's such ass. Like before I got this apartment, I had to live with my OG for like 2-3 months, bro, in the living room, and I would get home at 6 in the morning, and she'd go to work at 7, 8 in the morning. So by the time I was getting home, I had to like shower quick so that she could get in the shower. I was like, fuck, bro, there's nothing worse than having to take a rush shower. Like that warm water hits you, bro, after a long day at work. That shit feels so good.
when you gotta go somewhere and shower before you go, and then you can't because someone's in the shower is the worst.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. It's like I can't go there smelling like shit.
What's almost worse is when they use all the hot water right before you go shower, bro. That shit
you gotta take a quick cold shower. Like fuck, hurry up.
That actually
ice
happens.
bath.
No, but that's good. That's what everyone does now. They get stronger. They're like, oh, I take a icy cold showers.
Well, it also depends on like the crib and shit. Like some houses, I feel like they have less heating power. Like this, when I'm here, bro, I don't know what it is. I actually get my water bill for free here, which is fire as fuck. But I can have that shit on for like 2-3 hours and it stays hot. I'm like, what the fuck? At my old crib, 30 minutes, that's it. And it's like, it's over with. If you have multiple people taking a shower, it's like 10 minutes just to be considerate, and then, you know, them get some more water. But
see, that's why you got to get your money up, kids.
Don't have roommates.
Straight up.
This shit is not easy, bro. Well, yeah, there's a few of us living where I'm at, bro. And let me tell you, if I see someone going for the fucking shower, bro, I'm just like, damn, man. Yeah. Nah, you gotta wait. You gotta like fucking put an alarm, shout, like, bro.
Damn, that shit starts wars in the house, bro.
What? Bro, having roommates in general is just fucking, because you think you're cool with someone until you have to live with them 24/7, and then you're like, all right, I want to go to sleep now, but you're making noise, or I want to smoke in the crib, but you don't like the smell, or whatever it is. You feel me? And it's certain things, but there are people that you could coexist with for sure. If you have a good friend and you have the same lifestyle, it could happen.
Yeah, I listen to metal, and I like to listen to it loud at 3 in the morning.
See, that it could be a problem.
That's a flag.
Yeah, my landlord's always like, Bahala volume.
Does he say? He be texting you, huh?
Like, but bro, you know what? All right, I know Daddy gotta go. But bro, one time I was so drunk and I was listening to metal, right? And I was drawing, and I was just drawing like my random drunk drawings. And then it's crazy. I was drawing this like naked girl, and I was like drawing this grid. And it's so crazy because it's like, while I'm drawing it, I'm like so like I'm like not in my body no more. I'm like in the air and shit. I'm just like drawing, and then all this, and it's like I saw my landlord in the, like, she was like sleeping or some shit. I saw her, and then it's crazy as fuck because I'm just like, you know, my own world, and all of a sudden I hear boom 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 boom, and then I'm like, I got scared as fuck. I'm like, oh shit, like I went back into my body and shit, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then she, you know, I put my clothes on.
Because he was on the toilet drunk.
Cabando.
Nah, I was in the toilet, but I was, you know, I'm in my crib, right? Of course. And then I opened the door, and she's like, "Oh, close." But it was just the wildest. I'll talk about it more off the podcast. But that's our time. You guys got anything you want to plug?
By the time this comes out, I should be officially streaming about 3 or 4 times a week on Twitch. So y'all go check me out on Twitch at the Kid Gianni. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything I have working on right now is based around my streams and stuff. There's gonna be e-dates, competitions, talent shows, all type of cool stuff. So you guys definitely tune in.
Facts.
Respect. At Austrims on Instagram. Hit me up if you need a haircut. You and Kendall. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you fresh. Let's go.
That's what's up, bro. I need a haircut soon. And yeah, hit me up on Slawzy's Revenge on YouTube. Skatermontez on Instagram. Slawzy's Revenge on Instagram. And yeah, check out my reaction videos.
Get Coffin Club merch, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That shit hard.